I got the last parts that I was waiting for, which was the bearings for the crankshaft, the big boy here. And I guess I have everything now. I need to do two things that I was procrastinating. One is do a valve job, which is using the lapping compound. I have the coarse, of course my accent is beautiful, coarse grinding compound, and I have the fine grinding compound, and I have this little tool here. I don't remember how much I paid, but I just went to AutoZone, if I'm not wrong, and just got it there. So let me show you how we do it. I did one already, so this is the one. What we do is, there's a little hole down there. I don't know if you can tell. I'm gonna show you the other one. The light is right here, so there's a little hole. We have assembly lube, and we are going to put a little bit of assembly lube down there, or we are just going to get the valve and dip the valve in here. So let's do it. Okay, so what we do is we need to put this down there, and we're going to use this suction cup in here like that, and of course put in there and start doing like this, right? Problem is that is dry, so you don't want that to be dry because it's going to screw your valve. And also, see this part here on the valve, which is shiny? This is not going to be shiny anymore, which is going to tell us when it is done. So what I'm doing is I'm dipping my valve in here, and I'm going to put some in there, just a little bit, take it out. So now the lube is inside the hole, and just working it out, you can see that it's here already. So it's all lubed up. We don't need to worry. See how slow it goes down? It's just to be sure that we are not damaging our valve. So I'm going to prepare this guy here, which means not preparing, I'm just going to open it, and I'm going to take my valve out of here. Dude, this thing sucks big time, because once you get oil in here or anything, it is kind of pain in the butt. So I'm gonna try. Oh man. Alright, got it. And we're going to put some of this. This is the thicker one, it's not the fine grit. I'm gonna put some in there. Don't need to be too much. Alright, right, as you can see here, just a little bit, and I'm gonna put in there, and I'm gonna do circular movements like this, and up and down. So you hear the pitch, it changes, then we go up, down, and do it again. When you can't hear the grinding noise anymore, I think we are kind of done, and then we go to the, yeah, see, it's actually getting it. So we just put up and down, so it kind of moves a little bit, so you don't keep doing same thing over and over. And once it doesn't stick anymore, you just gotta take it out, put it back in there, cry a little bit. Oh my god. See, it starts getting smooth. Now you can't hear the grinding anymore on this guy. because all the grinding is here. Yeah, see? It's like very, very smooth. Up and down, grinding again. And at some point, even when you go up and down, it doesn't get the grinding noise anymore. And what we can do, yeah, see? That sounds good already. Just gonna do a few more times. Man, this sucks. Some people put this in the drill bit. Yeah, see, the noise is good now. So I'm gonna take it out of here. I was using a paper towel to clean, but I'm gonna use this here. I can feel that is kinda. I can feel the roughness, and then you can see here it's not shiny anymore. This part here. So if you go around, you know that the grinding kind of worked. There's just one part here I would like to grind a little more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little more grinding compound. I just saw one shiny area, and I don't want to see any shiny areas in here. So basically, that's all. Nothing else. And let's do it again. Uh-oh. That was going down rough. I'm gonna try to put some more oil. If it goes rough, I will need to gotta be smooth. Nope. There's just one little part there that I know that it didn't grind, which means it's not touching the block. Yeah, see? Noise is good now. Going up and down, and the noise is still, the grinding is gone. Alright, so now I'm gonna take it. We'll need to clean that because it is rough to go down, so I know there's some grinding compound down there. You don't want that to happen because it's going to scratch all your valve. So clean the valve, clean in here. Don't use the same part of the rag to clean everywhere because you don't want that to get contaminated. Now I'm going to spray this here. Alright, got it. It's coming off, coming out this way. Got that. If you have air compressor, great. If you don't, you gotta find a way to blow. Yes, and my air compressor is very quiet. say, I guess it's American Eagle. Show you in a minute. Alright, so we have that, and let's do it again. Now with the fine grit. So same process. It's a very tedious process. Put some lube in there. You get there, then let's go. Oh yeah, much better. Alright, went up and down. I'm gonna get the fine one, and now you see here, I guess I didn't show. It's impressive that I can talk while the thing is running. So yeah, it's, you see all every I can see everywhere here. It now is rough, so I know that everything is touching down there. So what I'm gonna do is put the fine grit here a little bit, and boom, boom, boom. All right. Sorry, I got out of the camera because I got too excited here. Put in there. You gotta go smooth. And we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna hear some grinding noise, but this is actually giving us the smooth. Alright, let me use a different one. So we have one to clean and one when we are done, and one rag to clean right now, because this thing here sucks big time. I think there are sizes. I don't know if this is the correct size. It must be. I probably need one smaller, but I don't know if they had it. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Now it's done. Yeah, and you can get angry because it doesn't help. So done. I'm gonna take this out of here, clean my thing, take the oil out of here because it might be contaminated. Take the oil out of the stem, and clean that. You see that here? Where are we? It's let me get one that I haven't done yet. So you see the difference here on this little line. So you see that line and this line. This one is shiny, this one is not. So which means this one was grinding and grinded everything from the block. So the block now is touching all of this here, which is great because that's what we want. We want this, when it's shut, we want to be touching as much as we can here so nothing goes by. When it opens, it's going to open, then we want air, gas, and whatever, or exhaust to get out. And when it shuts, we need it shut, right? We don't need any leaking anything there. So that's it. So that's great. We did one together. I had one done before. So two, we have 14 to go. That's awesome. So those are the smaller ones. They suck a little more to do it. I would spray a little bit of carb cleaner, brake cleaner, because you know, you don't want any of this left on your engine. And done. Now what I like to do is put some oil in here and down there. If it's smooth, it's great. If it's not, just get the air, blow a little bit, and we are good to go. All right. And that's it. You can see here, I just put those two back. So you see the difference between this one and that one. There's a line which is not shiny. And this line is the line that we just use the grinding compound. So this line gotta be uniform. Look at that. Without the hair. There you go. So it looks great. Looks great to me. There is a... Look at that. What are you doing there? Are you helping me assemble my engine? Huh? So there is another compound you get, which is a purple thing, and then you paint around your valve area here, and then when you grind it, right, you tap 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 and it disappears, right? So you know exactly where it is, because that's the best way. I'm not gonna do that. I think this is good enough for me, and unless it looks weird, I'm going to go get it. It's not expensive. I just don't want to go anywhere and buy anything, especially because probably now it's 1 a.m. and I'm here in the garage, and I gotta wake up early tomorrow. But I'm super excited because now I have all the parts, and this engine is going to come together quickly. And I need to take this one out of here right after I set everything down there. Cool. So if you want to stick around, just check out my lapping all the other 14 valves. So the reason why I dip the valve into the assembly lube is only to be sure that it goes up and down smooth and it's not going to scratch my valve, because that will be bad. And only pay attention into the sound. You can hear the grinding when I get it right. Then it goes away. You just see it turning to a quieter sound, sound like. So once the grinding is gone, we should be good. Take it out, clean with a clear cloth, and check the lines. It should be even, and all the shininess should be gone. And now we're going to use the fine grit. And now you should be good to go. So one last valve to go. Clean everything. Be sure that you use a clean cloth. If you see there is any dirt, dust, grinding compound inside, you just blow with the air Otherwise, just go to the next one. Make in your mind an imaginary line. Follow me here. See where I put the valve down. And this imaginary line, if you keep your tool on the same line, it will be easier for that tool to stick to your valve, and you won't have that problem that keeps skipping easily. Of course, if you have any compound going between the valve and your tool, you need to clean. But most of the times, just keep it straight helps a lot. And when the sound is quiet, like this, you're good. Be sure to check the valve every time before you go to the next one. before we do the last one from the top, I want to show you how the valve, I don't know how to call that, valve thingy looks like. So those are the ones I've done. So you can see that right here there is a little dent right here. So you have this here, this little thing here. That's what we've done with this little part in here. If you go to the last one we haven't done yet. So you see that the seal in there, or that little part, I don't know, the little, this one is actually kind of done, but because I think this head was done before. But you see that this here, they were done right now, so I think this is pretty good. So you see that this is a new one, right? So this is the polished one. I didn't do anything yet, and this will be the last guy here. But I don't think this head was too bad. But you can inspect here all those ones I've done, and as I'm doing it, it's worth to say, don't mix them up, because this here was done on the first one, this on the second, this on the third, the fourth, right? So each one, the one I lapped in here, I'm not gonna put that in there because it might have a little gap. So I'm gonna put in the same order as I've been doing this. And this is the last one, it will be there. So let's do it. Now you're doing the other side, which is the exhaust side. Those are the biggest ones, and somehow they're easier to manage because the suction cup is a little bit bigger than the valve, and it gets stuck pretty nicely. Note that I can take the valve out of there without removing the valve from the suction cup, which is nice. Now I can use the fine grit, put everything there, and boom, done quicker. Lapping this bigger valve made me realize that the other valve places were getting dirty. So I cleaned those and I decided to put the other valves, the ones I lapped already, in place so it would cover the holes and I wouldn't get unexpected grinding compound in the middle of my in the little holes where the valve goes. And I'm also not showing the putting oil, putting the grinding compound, because it's boring. Just so you can hear the sound, that's why I'm going valve by valve. Just cleaning under the other ones just to be sure that I don't have any lapping compound there. Two more to go. I'm getting very excited. It is probably 2:30, 3 a.m. This is a short video for the time that it took me. It's a lot of work. is bent. It looks like this valve is bent. I don't know if the video got it, so I said it twice. So I put this in here, which is right there, and oh, now it's going. Well, then I got the other valve, put another valve in there, and it worked. Well, it's going now. I think it was some dirt in there or something. Alright, let's keep going. This is the fine grit of this one, and then we need to do the last one. So yesterday was late, probably 3-4 a.m. I don't remember, and my camera died on me, so you didn't see me finishing the last valve, which was this little guy here. And if you remember, this one was getting stuck when I was putting in there. So I realized, I thought the valve was bent. This is on my video in a few minutes ago. And what I realized was, when I polished all my valves, I used a bunch of sandpapers, and probably I didn't do a very good job with the 3000 on the top of it. So when I was putting the top of it, was getting stuck because it wasn't smooth enough. So what I did is I put water in it. This is kind of sponge, and this is the grit, which is 3000. It's almost nothing, you can barely feel anything. And so I just put that on my drill in here, right, the tip in here, and use the 3000, holding it and squeezing the trigger so it would spin, and now it's polished again. So I waited to make this video so I can try it with you to be sure that it works. So put some oil like we did. Let me flip the camera, and now we are going to do it. Let's put down there, and I'm just gonna let it go. Oh, much better, much better. Look at that. It wasn't doing that before. So yeah, if it gets stuck, you have two options. First is your valve might not be smooth enough to go through the hole all the way, which you need it to be. That the worst case is your valve is bent. I was gonna say your bolt is bent. So your valve is bent. That's it for this video. If you like it, subscribe. There's lots to come. We're gonna I think next steps would be, I need to gap the ring. I also need to start polishing the parts that are not polished anymore on my engine head. And then we're going to start putting it together, removing the engine from that baby and putting this new one, which is inside this, is under this plastic, just to keep it clean. All right, check out my website also, which is www.carmodsgarage.com, and again, subscribe. Thanks for your support.